Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to put the question to the Cabinet Secretary. Now, could the Cabinet Secretary for Water, Sanitation and Irrigation, one, indicate the amount of money that the ministry allocated to Chebara Boys Secondary School, Chebara Girls Secondary School, AIC Chebara, Chebara Polytechnic, Kaptomut Primary School for their relocation to pave way for construction of Chebara Dam. Secondly, while explaining how the money allocated to each institution was utilized, indicate the pending bills accruing from the projects that the ministry is undertaking in the above institutions. Third, could the CS state when the stalled projects in the institutions shall be completed? Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Minister.
The Honorable Timothy Kipchumba, your question touches on various institutions. I want to confirm that the amount of money for these projects, looking at question number 1, you are asking for their relocation to pave way for construction. The amount of money, total amount of money involved in this reallocation or relocation for various schools, and I think you gave the list of various schools in that particular area, is the total amount is 620,539,106, and it was for Chebara Boys Secondary School, which was to get 237 million shillings, 677,566. Then Chebara Youth Polytechnic. Maybe I should answer this question this way. In 2012, the ministry, with the concurrence of the Ministry for Water, Sanitation and Irrigation, with concurrence of the Ministry for Education, disbursed 631.5 million shillings to Chebara Boys Secondary School to implement a CSR or a PAP program for various institutions. Due diligence on the institutions determined that Chebara Boys Secondary School qualified as a procuring entity under the PPOA Act 205 and had the capacity to implement the various projects. Then in 2012, Chebara Boys Secondary School proceeded to procure 6 contracts from the amount of money of 631 as follows. The contracts in respect of each of the affected institutions was to actually take about 12 months because most of them are schools. Chebara Boys, as I had said earlier, 237.6. And then Chebara Youth, 136, 234,078. Chebara Girls Secondary School awarded, the contract for Chebara Boys was awarded to Kishan Builders. That is in my report, Honorable Speaker, on my response. Chebara Youth, the 136 was awarded, a contract was awarded to Rapora General Contractors Limited. Then Chebara Girls School, a sum of 126,374,000 was awarded to Blackstone General Building. And then Chebara Boys Chapel awarded to Joam Construction Company Limited at a cost of 30,730,200 shillings. Then Chebara Primary School was awarded to Fraja Hardware and Contractors an amount of 18,430,000 with other smaller, and all these had other projects within. Then Kaptomut Primary School was awarded to Tenderi Talents Company Limited, an amount of 71 million shillings, totaling to 620,539 as the contracted amount. This amount was disbursed to Chebara Boys School. Things did not go as planned. The contracting was challenged. There is a whole report, Honorable Speaker, which I would possibly request the Honorable Member to go through, and I have attached it to my response because issues of accountability arose between the school and the contractors, and I believe my ministry and the Ministry of Education, who were doing the oversight, may also take some share of responsibility, and therefore the report shows that work is still not complete, notwithstanding that is 2012 contracts. And I have given a report by a multi-agency team that included my ministry, Ministry of Education, Office of the Attorney General, the Lake Victoria North Water Development Works, and North Rift Water Development Works. All these teams came up with a report that indicated that the money was not well accounted for, and it became necessary to have the EACC get involved. The matter has not been concluded by EACC. I think it is a case of abuse and misuse. From my own assessment of this report, I would expect that possibly the report of the EACC will be able to fill in the gaps and give us a solution to either prosecution, refund, or some way forward regarding how much money was lost, because it is clear from this report the projects are not complete, a lot of money has been spent, and we still don't have institutions enjoying the work that was planned. It is sad, Honorable Speaker. This report came to me as a result of this question, so I want to appreciate the question, and I will ensure that I personally follow up with the EACC to see the end result or the way forward. The Honorable Member could have maybe some time and read the report. I believe it's a case that requires deeper analysis before I can make conclusions myself. The Attorney General has been seized of the matter. The forensic audit was ordered, including investigations into the projects, and the workmanship also from the report really does not look quite okay, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, the Public Works Ministry, the Transport, Infrastructure, Housing, Urban Development, and Public Works was also involved in the multi-agency team, and they were to give us a full report, which is part of the report that I have given, but I think there is still more work that is needed. There are also some cases that have arisen before the tribunal where the Attorney General is representing some of, like Chebara Boys, which was sued by the contractor. So therefore, Honorable Speaker, I would just maybe say that this is a very bad maybe show for all the institutions that were involved, including the contractors.
Timothy.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I appreciate the CS with the manner in which she has been able to handle this matter. Mr. Speaker, I have a few supplementary issues to raise. The first issue is the Minister willing to visit the aforesaid institutions as a matter of urgency to ascertain the extent of the work done? Because, Mr. Speaker, as we speak, in the next 3 to 5 years, those projects, if they are not completed, will be condemned. Mr. Speaker, is the minister also aware that in the financial year 2014-2015, an amount of Kenya shillings 77 million was directed to Lake Victoria North Water Services Board, which amount, Mr. Speaker, was not utilized and never reached the aforesaid institution, and which amount has never been accounted for? Is the minister aware that there was 77 million directed to Lake Victoria North Water Services Board, which has since never been accounted for? Mr. Speaker, is the minister also aware that there are people who were moved from where the said Chebara Dam is constructed, and those people have never since been compensated? So, Mr. Speaker, I wish the minister could respond to those specific questions.
Thank you, Minister.
Honorable Speaker, to respond to the honorable member in his supplementary, because this matter was pending investigations, any money that may come, it wouldn't be prudent to actually spend. Because even the work that I have even put in the photographs, it would be better to first assess, because there is also a claim for variation and for purposes of completing the work. The Attorney General has not yet closed his file. EACC,
Minister, I don't know what you're answering. He's asked three very simple questions. Hold on.
Yeah.
Are you willing to visit the concerned area? 2, are you aware 77 million was released, but it never reached the intended destination? And 3, those who are displaced by the dam, now the individuals, were not compensated. When are they getting compensated? 3 very simple questions. Leave out the Attorney General and just answer them.
I'm willing to visit. Sometimes it might be hard to answer straight, but I'm advised.
Save the time of Parliament.
I'm
answer
advised,
the questions as
yes.
they are asked.
I'm advised, I'm well advised, Mr. Speaker. The 77 million, I'm aware we are following up on that, and I can give the honorable member an answer as to why it has not been spent. Then on the question of visit, yes, I'm willing. When I read this report,
the question, Waziri, was
yes.
Not that the money has not been spent, that it has not reached the destination. Isn't that what Timmy asked?
Yes, I have understood the question.
Okay.
Honorable Speaker, I as a minister would not be able to authorize, assuming this money is still there. I'm aware there was that money, but assuming this money is there, I don't have the answer whether it is there or not. I'm not willing, Mr. Speaker, right now on my feet to say that it should reach destination, because the problem is much bigger than the 77 million shillings. Okay. We need to approach it holistically, including the recommendation that has been given that we look for money to complete the project. From the report is that we need to add more budget. Okay. Then yes, I'm willing to visit. Yes. Then the final one is the RAP. The affected persons have not been paid. I'm aware of that. I don't know the reason. I'm working on this report to know whether their money was provided for, or whether it was part of the 630 million shillings, because from the contracts, it wasn't. Thank you.
All right.